Imagine picking your own grapes from your own private vineyard. This is Margaret River in the wine country of Australia. We have kangaroos bouncing around on the fields. And today we're here to explore probably our favorite Airbnb of all time. This is Edge Luxury Villas. Okay, entering this one bed villa, and straight away you're taken by the best feature of this place, which is of course the views and the massive windows that you can fully push open to eliminate that feeling of indoors and outdoors. Okay, the most interesting piece about this project is actually the story behind it. Okay, so believe it or not, but this lake here is actually man-made. So in 2012, a married couple called Cameron and Claire bought this, what they called was the worst house on the best street here in the wine country outside Margaret River. And what they've done since then is quite remarkable. They have changed the whole plot, the whole area, into something completely unique. And they made it by just hard work and effort by themselves. And then in 2023, they finally opened up these luxury villas for people like us and people from all over the world to see what they have done. So everything you see here around me, this was just like basically woodlands. Cows were running around here. It was really, really bad. It wasn't really made to build any type of projects on. But now, as you can see here, everything from the island out there to the lake to the beautiful bridge there is actually constructed by this couple. And today, that's their full-time job. And they left all their previous careers behind. And now they're just taking care of guests here in this luxury villas. So what you will see in this property and why we find it to be probably our favorite Airbnb property of all time is the attention to details and how they use the space in this one-bed property. So starting off here, just with the terrace or the balcony, the sheer size of it, that's what I think is the epiphany of luxury, and the height of the ceiling. So you can actually sit down here and have the rain fall above you and not be disturbed under a blanket, which is quite nice. So you kind of want to have a bit of a gloomy weather when you're here. We've been very blessed to have basically sunshine since we arrived here in Australia 2 weeks ago. But as you can see here, the features, they have been really well thought through. Even the hammock is specifically designed to be put in this place of the villa, right? And what you can see here, the tile from the floors up to the walls, they're matching. And it gives, I like this dark tone of the wood. We really love it. If we ever build something like this, we want to have, I think, this tone of the dark wood. But the furniture itself, super comfortable. The blankets also, you can feel they're not bought on at IKEA for sure. This is very comfy and cozy. Sit out here, enjoy your great Australian wine and read a book. And even, I said, the attention to details. Look at these small features. This is binoculars to have a look at kangaroos jumping out here, maybe some birds or whatever you're into. They're complementary with your stay as well. So all these small features will show you even more when we go inside the living room. And the living room, we've been spending a lot of nice evenings here, bringing back cheese and charcuterie from the nice vineyards around here and drinking fantastic wine if you enjoy that. Watching a movie or even lighting a fire here if it gets a little bit colder in the evening. But taking you into the kitchen, and this is a lot more than you typically need with an Airbnb if you're staying a couple of days. But as you can see here, very neatly designed, smart features for garbage disposals. But I told you about that attention to details and the luxury. Coffee machine with proper, I feel like a barista myself making coffee here every morning. I've been trying to learn.
You were struggling before, but now you're starting to get like a pro.
Milk foam, I don't know how to do it properly. But what's super unique here as well is you can tell that this area here, there's a lot of like local entrepreneurs and so on helping each other. So staying here, we realized, we're getting discounts on every other restaurant around here, but they're also giving back to, other local businesses. Everything from the coffee is locally produced to some of the, all of the artwork to, you see it over here, to even the
shampoo, condition,
soap, all of it is like locally produced. So we really like to see that emphasis on like sustainability. And
also the interior, this design interior is made by a local artist.
There you go as well. So all of this sustainable thinking, and that goes also not just in terms of the products here, but also in the way they're taking care of this whole plot. So they're actually reusing the water here locally. They're cleaning it.
The rainwater.
Yeah, the rainwater, solar panel, like everything is really, really well thought through. All that attention to detail. You can tell that they have not rushed through anything here. They really thought it through from the start. And we really, really enjoy and like that sustainable thinking and thought behind things. Normally we look at properties in Dubai where maybe things move a little bit quicker, that has its charm. But here you can see they really thought it through. They're slow. All that stuff that you can think of that you might need here at your stay, even umbrellas. It's all complementary and it's all here. Okay, moving up then from the living room, what separates the living room to the bedroom is this kind of elevation here. And you can see even if it looks, I don't know, like concrete floors normally can become quite cold, but they've done a splendid job here in making it more warm with the colors from the carpets to the bed. If you look at the side of the bed here, this is more, I don't know, feeling of like, I would say one of our summer houses on
a cottage
on the coast of Sweden somewhere, really white and bright. So it goes really well against that kind of concrete floor. You also got space for storage. I think this is another detail for us, moving around a lot. We have big suitcases and many times the storage is forgotten in these type of properties. Here they thought it through, put all your stuff in there, get rid of it and just enjoy then the view itself and your stay here.
Or just laying here and have the fireplace there and look out on the windows.
Yeah, and what's really cool actually another feature that Malin saw was on the TV. They got one of those extendable kind of, you can move it out so you can watch TV from the bed or the living room.
It felt like we were watching a cinema yesterday from the bed.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Really
and
enjoyed.
Also this one here.
Obviously, the shades, fully automatic. You can use them. I love waking up in the morning and, just pulling them up and you're waking up from the natural light here. So yeah, again, attentions to details, so important. It doesn't have to be like a massive building or a massive unit to make it feel luxurious, for sure. Okay, moving into then, I think what is Malin's most favorite part of this property is the bathroom. And look at this, sliding doors, soft touch, so all these, again, small pieces and attentions. You can see that everything has been fitted here for this property. One feature here, the sink. I never seen such a deep sink or basin in my life. It's quite interesting, and I don't know. It's just that unique type, like small pieces that make this property very, very unique. And we talked about the local soap. This is actually from a place just we passed by 5 minutes from here the other day.
Then you have the utility as well, washing machine, dishwasher machine, dishwasher.
You can stay here. You can make this your all-time kind of home if you want to have everything here. Like for us as a couple, I think this is our dream unit to have as a summer house. And then separating like modernistic, like toilet seat as well with touch flush, and then
my favorite part, as you know already,
bathtub with the views out of the lakes. I mean, it's a must here every night to have a bath here and just enjoy as the sun is setting and looking out at these views.
Yeah, look at this. And in the evening, the bridge is lighting up as well. But yeah, it's unbelievable. I love it.
Yeah, come back in here then, moving back from the bathroom into the living room. And what is like with this type of properties, of course, you want to spend more time here, but the nice thing is just how close it is to everything around here. Like you could actually walk to the nearest restaurant or vineyard here straight from this property. But in this, when the sun is setting, you have kangaroos bouncing around out on the fields here, on the land. It's just a unique place to be in the world, and we're so privileged to be able to tour this type of properties and to experience Australia is first time for us, and especially here on the West Coast. People talk about the East Coast. We think the West Coast is kind of forgotten. It's been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the nature is unbelievable.
Beaches, hikes, all of that stuff. Try WA. It's been fantastic. And if you like this type of content, make sure you subscribe to our channel. And what do you think about the property? Give us your comments below, and we'll see you very soon.